get it for Cashville Live International, checking in with another one. And I got my man right here with me, MCDRT.
Word.
All the way from Almere, Netherlands. Guys, cool guy, man, got a lot going on. When I telling you he's organizing events, also he's an MC and part of, doing stuff in the community.
So yeah, I'm from Almere. It's a city next to Amsterdam, about 20 minutes from Amsterdam. And I started making hip hop music 27 years ago. And exactly 25 years ago, my first record came out. That was actually just an appearance on a compilation project. But that was the first time that people could hear my voice rapping, and that was 25 years ago. So a lot happened in those years.
Before you got up to the rapping, like what was it like growing up in Almere? What type of village or town is that over here in the Netherlands?
So basically in 1975 or 1976, they opened Almere because they brought it from the sea. This used to be all water, right?
Right.
And then they made this new land from the sea, and they built a city on top of it. And it was all to catch the overflood of people moving to Amsterdam, and too much people were living in Amsterdam and looking for housing. So they knew this is getting out of hand. We got to build something and find an area to move these people. And now we got 230,000 people living in Almere, and it's a thriving city.
People. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's a thriving city of itself. Even though they call us the back garden of Amsterdam, which we are.
You're right.
Because the first generation of all the people in Almere were definitely Amsterdam people. So I still got the accent. A lot of people in Almere still feel like they're also from Amsterdam. Most of us were born in Amsterdam.
Right. Okay.
Come here regularly. I work in Amsterdam. A lot of people work in Amsterdam who live in Almere. So therefore. And also because Almere still had to develop and didn't have its own identity. So in my youth, we had to build that with the hip hop events, with the graffiti artists we brought forth, with the producers. All I know is that the international people have been working also on Almere because it's a project of the European Union, right?
Right.
EU. And a lot of bridges you can find, this is sponsored by EU. So we know that it was European money that was invested to make this huge city and make it possible. It's a pretty important place for the Netherlands, I think.
And it's a beautiful place as well. But when I was there, man, I got to follow you around for a little bit to watch you advertise the GROF event and do some marketing and promo. But also when I got to the event and got to the city, man, the city was so well knitted together. Like the community is very close, especially the hip hop community. On the night of your event, it was also a hip hop battle event going on at the same night.
It was.
But bro, a lot of people was there. Again, a nice community of people in the hip hop, backing each other up, supporting the event. What else were you into before you got into to rap? Like in Almere, as growing up as a kid, but like because I had Teto G on here. He's from Amsterdam, from Curaçao originally. But he said, earlier back in the days, you guys didn't have too much to gravitate to or so much to grab from the hip hop community, not unless it was on TV or, somebody threw an event that was close by. But really, for you, it was hard to find hip hop early over here. How was it for you in Almere?
That's a really good question because it says a lot about my upbringing and about how why I carry myself in the way I do. So I grew up in the oldest part of Almere, Almere Haven. And it's kind of a village now. People really see it as like an outcasted part of Almere. But for me, it's the fundamentals of Almere. That's where we all came from. It was Almere Haven and Stedewijk. And that was the first part of Almere Stad, right? And then Almere Stad built a whole lot around it, and Almere Haven stayed small.
Gotcha. And
stayed a little bit remote, because there's no train station, therefore people still see it as a village. But in Almere Haven, we had one record store. And of course I used to buy CDs over there, and I'd find in the Source magazines, maybe my grandparents.
Y'all used to get the Source.
Yeah, my grandparents took me to the Bijenkorf, right, here in Amsterdam, for shopping and stuff. So I got a chance to look in the at the tabloids and stuff, and then I saw the Slam magazine, because I was a basketball player growing up, right? So I saw the Slam magazine, I saw what sneakers I needed and what facial dunk was being pictured and being mentioned. And the same goes with records. Like hip-hop music, we couldn't all get hip-hop music. We shared hip-hop music, like, hey, give me that CD and I'll put it on cassette. And I come from those days, right? So we shared hip-hop music and knowledge of hip-hop music, and there were some places where you can find either the records or you could pre-order the record. Like if I knew Liquid Swords came out, and I tell the guy behind the bar, hey, can you order this for me? He said, yeah, sure. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. And then 2 weeks later, I come by and he tell me, hey, man, your CD came in, and then I buy it.
Gotcha.
Those were dope days. And in Almere Stad, we had 25. There was like a record store more into urban music, also house music, dance music, but definitely also hip-hop records. So that's where you could buy the music. And we had some spots like youth centers. They started coming up. When I aged, like when I was 18 or 20, that's when they really came up.
Gotcha.
We had Totem, which actually was in the same venue as the Meester was. So we held GROF in a really legendary place for Almere. That's the first big youth center of Almere Stad, and a lot happened for a lot of generations and people from different styles.
Okay.
So, as I said, I used to play basketball. And
what age did you start with that?
11.
Okay.
Before this, I played saxophone. So I was waiting to be a part of the basketball team, but they had a waiting list, right? Because a lot of kids wanted to play basketball, but there was only one basketball team in Almere. Back in the days, it was called Almere. So,
and take the heed to that, guys. This ain't like it in America where you got plenty of teams to choose from. Over here, it's also select, so you got to have talent as well.
So, speaking of talent, fortunately, I had in these 2 years that I couldn't play basketball in a team, I played it in the street.
Right.
And my mom said, why don't you go play an instrument? So I found the saxophone, and my grandmother was really proud of me, right? So that was for me a motivation to stay playing, and I got better at it. But it felt like an obligation. So I was still young. I was 10 years old playing saxophone. So
which is not an easy instrument. Also,
I could blow the horn, but it was hard, getting all the songs in and stuff. It was difficult for me at that age.
The notes and stuff.
The freedom of doing making the music yourself, and knowing about the music to make music yourself, I didn't have it yet. I still had to learn songs that were already, play these songs, play this song, and read the notes and play the song. So by the time I was 11, and I could play basketball, I dropped the saxophone.
I dropped on the court.
So in the summer before, one of my neighbors who used to be a professional basketball player, he told me the technique of how to shoot the ball. I already stepped my game up in that summer. So at the end of that summer, they was like, okay, you can come play for the selection at basketball. And I was bigger, I was already dunking. Not on, we had the lower rings at that time. So I was bigger, so it was easier for me to dunk. And we made our own baskets on the street because in Almere Haven, there was not a lot of real basketball courts. So shout out to my man, Max Z, right? Marta Fasanti was my homie, and we used to play basketball together, and we made them ourselves. So we took the materials from the city, like they put the traffic signs up and stuff, right? We took that material. We put that in the floor, the stuff they put the traffic sign on, we put the backboard on. And we could adjust the height. So I learned to dunk on a really low rim, and then as I grew, we put the rim up all the way up to 10 feet. So up all the way to my 18th, I got into basketball and I got really well at it. So I played with the best of the Dutch youth.
And again, to make the selection, you got to have talent again over here, because selection that's like the all-star and the MVPs back in America. So your top players.
So by now, we can finally see how good European basketball is, how technical European basketball is. But I'm talking about the N1 era. So I was trying to play street ball indoor in the best competition. So I thought I was really good at it. But by the time I was supposed to play professional basketball, I was 18, 19, I was supposed to play professional basketball. That's when I started doing music more, way more. And I wasn't really politicking enough to stay in these organized teams. See what I mean? Maybe I was too much of a rebel.
Gotcha. You was just, you was on to come play and do your thing. That was it. What most people should be able to do.
Also, when you're at the end of your puberty, right? You're at the end of your puberty, and I was doing 3 practices a week, playing 1 game on Saturday, and then on Sunday we did the national basketball stuff.
Yep.
So I was doing 4 practices a week at 18, while I also had interest in my girlfriend and smoking weed and doing music. That's what you do when you're 18, 19, right?
Yep.
So that was kind of a conflict situation in myself, in which I chose the latter.
But that's choices in life that we make, you know. So now that you hopped into the music, who were inspirations or styles that you really let me say like this. Let me ask you like this, because I asked Tito G the same thing. Who was an artist that first really hit you like, man, this is it? This is an artist that this is a dope artist, inspirational, and really pushed you to get on, to pick up the mic and try it out.
Yeah. I guess because I'm a Dutch rapper, I will have to refer to that Dutch rapper. See, my grandmother played a pivotal role in my life, also in the way I look at life.
Yeah.
And when I was 12 years old, right after I had quit playing saxophone and I started playing basketball, she noticed me rapping songs, English rap songs, doing the rap verse. You know, it was always singing in the hook, but I was doing the rap verse.
Yeah.
Also the Bob Marley song with the kind of rap verse right in it, I was doing that. And then my grandma was like, hey, I hear you rapping a lot. Why don't you write a verse for me, for your grandmother?
Yeah.
And I was 12 years old, right?
Yeah.
And that was the first time I put the pen to paper and to think of a lyric myself. But I had an example of a Dutch rapper, and that was Def P of the Os door de Pussy.
Okay.
Right? Everybody knows that was the big #1 Dutch rapper at that time, probably throughout the whole 90s, from the underground, doing it big.
Which city?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Os Dorp is a neighborhood here in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So I kind of took his flow. I kind of took his rhythm. I was 12 years old. I took his flow and I put my own words in it to impress my grandma. Like, look, I got a rap song for you.
Right.
And I left it there. I left it there for years. Played basketball. I had this one dude on my basketball team and he kept telling me, hey man, Dutch rap is getting better. Check it out. Dutch rap is getting better. But I still didn't like it.
Yeah.
I still didn't like it. So in 97, 98, I started writing some American raps, some English raps, Because a lot of rappers Dutch rappers started out rapping English. It already sounded better.
Yeah.
It sounded hip hop. It works. It's universal.
Yep.
So I did that the same. I did that. And also Dutch, because I knew a couple of Dutch dudes that was rapping in my neighborhood Dutch. So there was this one rapper back in 98, and he was with a rap group called Vaardigheid. It was Dennis T. And he was with his man Blok, aka Bayman, with a producer that's no longer here, DJ Don, rest in peace. And their rap group, Vaardigheid, they were the one that pushed me over the edge to start rapping in Dutch permanently. And that was already in 98, but I had a rap group going on in English, so I was doing both at the same time.
Right.
And I think it took me about 2 years, also of freestyling, because by freestyling, you make more meters.
Yeah.
If I freestyle 5 minutes, I get my bar game up quicker than if I have to think 7 hours to make up for these raps that can fill up 5 minutes.
Right.
So for me, it was easy. It was a no-brainer. Like, I got to freestyle more.
Yeah.
Kept freestyling. The bar game got up. So by 2000, I was ready to release something. And that was my first joint that appeared on Goois Goud back in 2000.
Okay. Word.
Yeah.
So from there, 2000, that's when it started, MCDRT.
Woo! 25 years ago, bro. This is my anniversary year.
Congratulations.
Thanks, bro. And I did put out an album at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Like at the last 2 weeks of last year. So a lot of people got to see the album this year, but I didn't really put any music out this year. So working on my family and still trying to find a way to celebrate my 25th anniversary in this game as well.
Well, man, but
but you are celebrating because you're doing good things in this music game over here in the Netherlands.
Thanks.
So let's get into the GROF event, man. How did GROF come about?
So that's a big jump. That's a really big leap. But I think it started back in Corona. So at the Corona era, we were not allowed to visit each other. Remember that?
Right.
We weren't even allowed to visit each other. But
bad time.
I came from a really productive time and doing like 30 shows a year, 20 or 30 shows a year. So when Corona hit, it really felt like, wow, that was a smack in the face, right? That was like, okay, everybody's gone silent.
Yeah.
MIA for real. And it took me about half a year to say, okay, we got to do something, even though it's illegal.
Yeah.
We got to get together and do something. It started out with beatbox and freestyle events. And I was just doing that with 20 or 30 people. I told them, I'll give you a location on the day when I do it, so not too many people know about it. And I did that, and that's where I saw a little core stepping up. Like, okay, I got some serious, like, maybe 30 people that really want to have hip hop in Almere.
Right.
Even in Corona times, they still want to have hip hop. So when Corona is done, I got to have something ready for them.
Right.
And I was doing a lot of music with 2 groups. It was Fort Buku, that was my mans from up north. With the producer, the whole squad was led by my producer Red. And with Scuff, Big Scuff from the Stropstrikkers, and we had Skadel, we had Tommy Lazarus. So we were really productive as MCs with him in the studio because we couldn't do any events anyway.
Right.
And also with Crowd Connect. That was basically a collaboration between artists from the South, from Het Verzet, Slenterprijs, Stropstrikkers, and Fort Buku.
Yeah.
So it was a nice union going on in the studios. And the energy from those studio sessions and the music that we were putting out, I knew we gotta do this on stage somewhere. And all of these formations that are in these groups, they got their own shit going on. They got their own lanes. So everybody's been putting out music before, in that era, and after. And GROF, I knew I had to build a stage to also bring other artists, right? This is not about me. GROF is now becoming a kind of a phenomenon for Dutch hip hop artists to be a part of. So I know we're gonna put on some dope national acts and also bring international acts to the forefront.
Your last event, man, was crazy, man.
It was really dope to see you there.
Man, bro, salute,
nice to see you.
Salute to you, salute to your team.
Thanks.
Again, Almere, nice city. The community, hip hop community there was wild, man. The artists you brought, man, they put on a nice show, nice venue. Again, man, the GROF is on a big positive direction, and like you say, man, the future is big for it. I really enjoyed it. And then you brought Mussolini.
Monday, that was dope, man.
Man, how did you come up with that?
Pharaoh Dawn.
How did you come up with that lineup?
Yeah. So, you don't want to go with the obvious. If everybody goes with the obvious, we all get the same result. I've been seeing my legends for years and years and years. As you know, I'm from mid-90s, late 90s. As I was a teenager, I was collecting US hip hop. So I've been knowing Boot Camp Click.
Yeah.
I've been knowing Lords of the Underground and Farside and all them. I've seen them 5 or 6 times live.
Yeah.
Why do I have to book the artists that we've seen so many times? I'm trying to put up an event that brings artists that really deserve that international stage.
Yeah.
And that have not been seen too much out here or not even have been seen. So it was a big honor for both of us, for Mussolini and for us to be the first location for him in Europe to show his arts. And the crowd loved it. Because he was such an alternative name, so to say, he's kind of left field, right?
Yeah.
So there was a less show up than with Rome Streets, for example, because Rome Streets is really popping and really big name. But the energy of the night was exactly the same.
Man.
It was all love. Everybody loved the music.
Yep.
And it might have even been nicer without too many people. The Rome Streets event had almost 2 times as many people. So even in the cafe, you couldn't really stand.
You couldn't move then,
And you can imagine that's less entertaining. Now you could dance a bit, you could have fun, see people, really hear the music well.
Yep.
So for us, this event of GROF was also a huge success. And we hope to do it again and again.
Definitely a huge success, man. It was nice to attend. Also nice to take footage. The Dutch guys that you had, man, they put on a great show.
Oh, hell yeah. Micha and Vinny.
Yeah. What made you get those two guys?
So Micha is probably the dopest boom bap local that we have.
Out of Almere.
Out of Almere, yeah, man. And he'd been a producer and a rapper actually for, I'd say, 20 years.
Yeah.
So 20 years that we've seen him around. And mainly as a producer. So I know his knowledge of how to make a dope record and how to have hip hop sounding dope is high. And if there is a case that he lets somebody else do the productions,
yeah,
it's gonna be that nice or even nicer.
Right.
So in this case, he made an album with Dutch Heavyweight, who's a top-notch producer, boom bap producer from the East Garden movement.
Yeah, this was also his album release, right?
Yeah, there was together the album release.
Yeah.
Pinky and the Brain, a dope concept album. And Micha gave a hell of a nice performance, so it was a dope opener. Then we had Vinny. We actually had King Size on the original lineup.
Yeah.
King Size from Den Haag, huge MC, also a big name from the cannabis industry, but a really, really sick MC. So I had wanted to see him perform on GROF for real. And he had some issues with his ankle. And I guess he was waiting till late to let us know if it had to be canceled or not, because he had also really wanted to do that show.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess a week notice, he let us know like, hey guys, you gotta fix something else because I'm not able to do that show. Right. Then we got Vinny, who's actually from his camp, also from The Hague and a close friend of his.
Okay.
And sick with it.
Man,
none lesser.
Also,
Vinny is fucking sick, and he had an album release himself that day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so the music that he performed, probably the half of the songs that he did, was new, fresh off the bat, for the first time for people to see live. So that was huge, man.
Nah, man, that was a great night, man.
Yeah, that was the energy that y'all felt, and that was
and there was again a good planning from you and your team, man. You know, because the lineup you put together and how you brought it, both guys' album release parties, you know, the fans able to get new music, like you say, not only new music, them performing their new music, you know, which is, you can't
Mussolini
get no better
himself.
than that. Yeah, man.
Also, I think he put out 2 or 3 albums this year. So it was all new material, man. We knew it. One album with Static Selector, he had put out 2 weeks prior before performing in Europe.
Yeah.
Because of the show we put him on at GROF, he used his presence in Amsterdam, Almere, to hop on a plane or train, I don't know how he got, I think a plane, to London. And then they also did a show in London, and then they came back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he really used the chances that were given to him.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's what it's about. When somebody gives you the opportunity, then you take advantage of it and you make the most out of it.
Yeah, man.
Like you said, he came for one event and he made 4 or 5 events out of one. Now you deal with youth as well, right?
Yeah.
What is it you bring to the youth? You know, because nowadays, man, over here in Netherlands, the youth activity is way worse than what it was, say, 15, 20 years ago. You know, you're hearing about more stories of youth doing more violent things, more criminal things.
It's all facts.
What is it?
Disintegrating.
Yeah. What is it? What's the message you try to bring to the youth?
You can do dumb shit. You can run around and experiment. You can do shit because you're young. You're still trying to find out, right? But fix home. Fix school. Talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Even if you've done some dumb shit, talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Bring it home. Listen to people who have experience in the field that you're going for.
All right.
If you're going in and out of detentions, youth detentions, start fucking listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you did that once, you can fall.
Right.
You can learn from it. But if you keep going in and out of the system, something's structurally wrong on your side.
Yeah. You have to make that change.
And I had a great mentor, right? When I was growing up, we were also doing dumb shit, 15, 16. And René Kempenaar, rest in peace. He was the greatest youth worker Almere had ever seen, will ever see. And he died way too young. but he was the person that kept me and a lot of people like me looking in the right direction.
Right.
So he helped us out and gave us spots that we could perform, and he gave us places where we could practice our music and get better at what we were supposed to do. And he was into pencak silat and kickboxing. So I had basketball still, right?
Yeah.
And I had music that I was already trying to focus on. So I had some kind of safety net, how weird that may sound. But the other kids that had different problems, like they had problems with their parents or whatever, they really found help and confidence in the sport. So René Kempenaar, also at the Totem Youth Center that I mentioned, where the Meester is right now. Yeah. In that building, he taught the youth how to kickbox and do pencak silat. Yeah. So I know that the inspiration of discipline, that's what the fuck they need, the youth right now. They need to kick on their butt, and they need discipline. And they, of course, now they got the digital device, the phone and the tablet. Yeah. We didn't have that back in the day. So no. So we need to have other skills, and we created other skills and other interests. And I think that if you take the half of the time the smartphone and the tablets away, so divide that and put the half of the time in something useful with your hands.
Yeah, it'll balance out.
Y'all be okay.
Yeah.
But the discipline part, that's what I always bring to, even if it's a normal youth, even if it's a troubled youth, or with an indication like ADHD or brain damaged or autistic.
And that's needed, man.
Focus, a little bit focus.
Yeah. And the fathers out there that are a part, you need to, again, the discipline is part of it, you know. So, so they don't make the wrong decision. It makes it easier. For real.
Even for ourselves, right? To be, to be strict to ourselves and disciplinary.
Shouts out to all the people in every city that they open their arms up to the youth, you know, and give them an opportunity. It's always somebody in every city that does that, and salute to you. And,
listen to the youth as well, right? That's an important lesson that I think René Kempenaar also taught us. Like, listen to the youth first, so you can see what they need, then fill in these needs, and then start speaking to them so you can guide them. And that was the whole process that I guess is missing right now. In Almere, they cut back a whole lot of costs, right? So where do they cut back first? Also in the youth work. And some of the youth centers that we use, like Trapnatov and I don't know, maybe Place to Be or whatever, you don't see the activities that we used to put up, and then we have. So I'm kind of missing that also.
Yeah.
Especially with the extra risks of the youth, with the shanks and the violence in the youth.
And there's people like MCDRT. Again, we appreciate people like him who's giving opportunities like this, that when you take one opportunity, you can make many into it. So, again, man, salute. Bro, what's coming up for DRT? You had the GROF event, you just had a nice event. You just put out an album last year. What's coming up next in the future?
We kind of went through a musical evolution, so to say. I dabbed in a lot of styles in the past with live musicians, with sampling, with the way to perform, combining both DJs, mixing stuff, live or the studio works, also including musicians and DJs. So I've done a lot of that in the past. And now I'm at a point in my life where we went through the slow phase, like the Alchemist, Griselda type beats, like slow 80 BPM, grimy stuff. We already went through that. So what's the next step? In Almere you had Millennium Meek, back then Meekster, and Reemster, their camp, with my mans Oktober Shiblisky and rest in peace Chill Mill, aka Professor Frankowski. Because in Almere, like you said, we have our own community. You really saw that.
Man, a strong community.
It even had a long history before us. So that's the stuff that I found out later when I did Ali 50 Hip Hop, which was 7 events in the year that hip hop turned 50. 2023, and I did research about the history of hip hop in my hometown, Almere. So that's when I discovered, like, wow, man, in the 80s, hip hop was big in Almere. And even though hip hop was really visual in Amsterdam, the Akhenaton and stuff in the Southoost, Almere was a big player already in the 80s, throughout the 80s.
Guys were active, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Because it was only like projects. They were still building houses, and always building houses, and it was only sand, right, in the beginning. So, So your question was what's coming. So I kind of got off the track with the answer because this is where I came from, and now I'm looking at what can I do with the time that I have, because I have a wife and a daughter and a house and a cat. You know what I mean? So so everybody got to eat. Everybody got to stay clean and well fed and emotionally.
Gotta stay on plan.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You gotta take care of each other. So I'm at home. I'm a grown man now, and I see there's way less time to do music. So now I gotta split my time between my spare time. I gotta split between playing ball, because I do still like going out on the street and taking care of my health a little bit.
You're still crossing them up.
Nah, crossing myself up. Stumbling down. But of course, we still got some skills left. Else I wouldn't go on the court.
It's the exercise though that counts, you know?
Yeah, so I used to coach basketball teams as well. So I let that go because I don't have any time for it. So maybe in the future I'll start doing some teams again. So basketball will still remain a part of my life. But for the music part, it's time for me to put out some new music. I recorded around 30 new songs. And these 30 new songs, I try to be more efficient now. Like in the past, I might have recorded 30 songs and then I put out 5 or 6. No, man, I got time for that shit. I record 30 now.
Everything counts.
I take a little bit more time to polish them 30s. But I'm gonna throw all 30 on you. So I got this batch coming up, and I got a little EP with my man Slyman Beats, aka Sling Savasa. So I got some dope shit coming up. That's basically already done, right? So the honest answer to that question is the events. The events is the biggest challenge for now. Like, where are we going with GROF? I got another event that you didn't mention, which you might not even know of, but it's called Freestyle Festijn. And the first edition was with a DJ, like a DMC champion DJ that was also at GROF, DJ Irie. And he spinned the beats like in a mix. And so the beats didn't stop. It was beat by beat, but there was no break. It was beat by beat by beat. So the rappers had to stay rapping. We had a freestyle cypher of 4 hours.
Oh, y'all got busy.
I think I had like 20 MCs coming from the north and south, all over the Netherlands, 20 MCs, and everybody was falling over each other, stumbling, fucking rapping their asses off, 4 hours, killer freestyle. That was the first Freestyle Festijn. And the second edition, we had a little less MCs, but bro, I had the sickest live band. Like dudes from Rotterdam on a high level, but not the old jazz dudes, not the 60-year-old jazz dudes. We had the 30-year-old jazz dudes, and they got mad skills out their ass, and they understand hip hop. So I just asked them, we booked them, of course. We had them set up. One of them brought the Rhodes, right? They got busy, man. So they played music for I think 3 hours. And I hosted the event, and I got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 dope freestylers to spit with me, and we killed that event as well. So next year, the third edition, Freestyle Festijn, is going to be in the first weekend of March. So everybody that's interested in that event, remember that, the first weekend of March. It's going to be on a Saturday. I don't know what date that'll be, but you can look that up already.
We'll be posting it.
In Almere advertising. Freestyle Festijn, man.
Word, man.
And that's going to be dope. So the Freestyle Festijn is going to be a dope event to put out, and then my city, Almere, is turning 50 years old. So I'm actually gonna show people in the community the research I did and the stuff that we came up with. Like we got flyers from the 90s. I did interviews with people from the 80s, like breakdancers and stuff. They got video footage of them breakdancing in the 80s. I got beatboxed in the 80s, throughout the 90s, right? They got stories to tell for days. So I'm trying to bring the information together and present this in 2026. Because that's the anniversary of Almere turning fucking 50 years. So
Man,
yeah, man.
And again, you
a lot of work.
You got a big part of the history of the music, hip hop music going on there, man. You know, so that's
especially from this part, because I know Eindhoven has their own story to tell, right?
Yeah.
They also did like a exposition and brought a lot of pictures and stuff from the Eindhoven hip hop scene in the 80s. And the same goes for the other big cities where hip hop started to emerge, possibly even at the late 70s, because I know from this area, DJ All-Star Fresh, who was the first hip hop DJ in the Netherlands, I heard he was already playing hip hop in the hip hop way in 78.
Yeah.
So yeah. If he did that in the Netherlands in 78, somebody might have seen that, started doing that fucking 80, throwing up some scratching or whatever.
Yeah. And
so it was going on, man.
This is one of those countries, man, where you just never know, man, because information it gets passed around so quick and so fast. That,
hella interesting when you meet these people. If you want to meet some of these people as well for Nashville entertainment, then I'll hook you up, man.
For sure.
Key players, and then of course GROF in 2026. I started out GROF by myself with my company Kongsi, together with the Meester. So we started out really small. But now GROF is a part of Carte Blanche. And Carte Blanche has a big agenda with all these events and artists that are working together, and they have money from the province to stimulate this. So it's a really professional organization trying to get people involved and people out there that really have skills. And that's an important thing. Like everybody can make music, but for people to make music doesn't mean that they can walk in a certain route. You know what I mean? So it's harsh to say, but I know that since I've been doing this for 27 years, I know what people in my lane need. Even if only 150 of them show up and have a great time. Because 150 of them had a fucking great time. So that counts as well.
And they, man, the lyrics, you know, most of the crowd still knew the lyrics that the artist was singing.
Yeah, man. So again, people really came for the music.
Yeah, man, for real.
It was a risky programming, but we bring out the nice artists and do dope events.
You got real hip hop community,
which people are like. Yeah, man.
They trust in you.
Hell yeah, man. But I gotta admit, it is hard to bring them out, especially my generation, the people from early 80s, because of the home obligations. Maybe somebody's doing studies at nighttime, or maybe somebody's working in the nighttime. Man, at these past 2 or 3 GROF events, I must have not seen 60 or 70 faces that I used to see in 2004 and 2005. You know what I mean? And I am happy to say that I've seen a lot of new faces, like also a new generation with artists that we brought out. We brought out Tommy Lazarus, we brought out Skeer and Boos, we brought out Ome Gruus, we brought out Narco Polo, Rome Streets, Mussolini, and now Vinny. So those names definitely resonate with a newer audience as well, like 25 years old and 20-year-olds who like hip hop and are knowledgeable of what's going on in hip hop in the Netherlands right now.
Definitely, man. The crowd again, man. I'm also. It was great networking there. I met a lot of MCs. That I met the beatbox champion of Netherlands.
Hurricane the Soundstorm.
Yeah, Hurricane. Like again, man. You guys got a really good community there, and it was nice to see. Cashville Live International. I want to thank Original Dom Cream. Again, guys, he was talking about smoking. Even though we are smoking, we're in a legal place. We're in an Original Dom Cream coffee shop in Amsterdam. You're legal to smoke. Again, thank you for the love. Thank you, Dom Cream family. Thank you, my man, MCDRT, for coming.
Thank you for the interest and for the chat, because people need to know something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to get more knowledge of the Dutch hip hop community out there. Thank you also for the GROF event. I hope I can come record some more.
Yeah, man. Welcome anytime. Events. All of these events, you're welcome, and I'll let you know, man.
Appreciate it, man. It's a pleasure. Cashville Live International. We'll get it. I'm out, y'all.
Peace.
So let's ride, let's ride. If you're with me, let's ride, let's ride. Come roll on over, let's ride.